Okay guys, hello everyone, hello everybody, hi student, hi leaders, hi CEOs, hi managing director of the companies, hi, how you all? Okay, come back to this topic. Sun Tzu, The Art of War, Chapter 2, Preparation for Wars. Alright, let's gain knowledge. Listen very carefully. Knowledge is everything. Preparation involves in the management, meaning that before you do something, you have to get prepared everything. Alright guys, watch out, find out. Preparation for wars. Alright. findiDARC. Alright, preparations for war. Alright, this is applied in the business or daily life. Okay, as this main topic, military strategies in daily life. Okay guys, listen tentatively, listen carefully, get the point, understand whatever words that I'm going to convey. Alright, start now, yeah? Okay, supplies are essential for the proper management of a conflict and its resolutions. Without supply, there is nothing to sustain the army except bare hands and barrels. Our supply presents problem of a different nature. Though it may appear better to be oversupplied, consider the hindrance in mobility when approaching the enemy or when retreating. Alright? Proper rationing. You have to do balancings, proper rationings of supply. What does it mean? Foods, ammunitions, and money. Food, ammunition, and money. Okay, all equally important. Food is essential on the march more than weapons. Weapons are more important in combat than food. Of course, in combat, weapon is much more important. Secondly, goes to food. Food means for defending. Yeah. Alright. Money is more important during times of rest. Weapon, food, when resting time, we're talking about money. Alright. Okay. There must be adequate rationing or supply. Among the weapon, food and money must be adequate, must be balanced. Means in the business, your accountant must do a right calculation. Alright. Okay. Without food, the army cannot sustain its energy. Or feeding troops will make them sluggish and interfere with their desire to eat, as much as too little food will make them nervous and itchy. With little food, your troop will become weak and itchy. Alright, there must be a sufficient supply of arrows and spears to replace those lost in battle and on march. Replacement must be available when needed. Alright? Okay, money must be paid when the troops are rest. Okay? Okay, some men may wish to buy present for their loved one. Meaning, when you reward, when you pay, when you give salary to your troops, never question them. Let them spend their money. Meaning, if you have an organization, you pay salary to your staff. Never argue what your staff is going to do with their wages. Alright? Some men may, okay. Others will wish to buy books, trinkets, or sweets. The wallet should not be concerned with how a soldier spends his money, as long as it doesn't interfere with the command. Okay. All foods, weapon, and money must be in safekeeping prior to ordering your troops into battle. Yeah. Okay. Only then can you appropriately deploy your men. Okay, there should be enough money in reserve to counter any surprises that could deplete your supply and force you to change your plans during unfavorable time. Okay? Alright. Okay, the intelligent warlord understand. A superior must understand. The number one, the managing director must understand that entrance into conflicts. Now, you enter yourself into conflict is senseless without an attitude of complete and total victory. There is no reason to contemplate anything else. Paper tigers are burned up their first contact with flame and cease to exist. If victory is not his main goal, alright, then what is to be accomplished? If plans do not include destruction of the enemy, the warlord troop will send this and develop a lack of moral. Their keenness for battle will be dampened by the lack of leadership, and they will challenge the change of command. Neighboring states will also see that he has no heart for the matter and take pleasure in setting up traps that they normally would not attempt. They will look to humiliate him and see him falter. He cannot permit this condition to rise. Clear? Alright. And then next, it must also be realized that when the army in his field, supplies are very expensive. If they have to be locally procured, peasant usurers will charge as much as they can. In war, everything is cannot control, over control. Alright? Okay. An enlightened warlord knows that peasants do not really care who is in charge of the government, or for that matter, who wins the conflict. They are only interested in providing for their families. It is a good idea to have them on your side, and you should maintain their goodwill by giving them something extra. Always do give reward to your staff, means in war, soldier, yeah? Your warriors. Alright. Okay. It is a good idea. Okay. Alright. If they determine that you are weak in spirit or intent, they will take undue advantage and assist the very people you are attacking, whether they are in accord with them or not. If you are good on them, they will mind their own business. This does not mean that you are to trust them under any condition. Regardless, when you subjugate them, you don't have to trust them. They will fear you. Alright? Okay, next. Ever so intelligently and with compassion, bring the enemy warriors into your own fold, but do not bunch them together. They can rise up against you when they realize that has happened. That is why it is well to reward the warriors, or even though the warriors of the enemy that have given great battle. Warriors are warriors and do not concern themselves with anything less than war. Do not humiliate them in their defeat. Do not deride their past masters more than is necessary to exert control for the benefit of all concerned. Yeah? If war is waged, it must be for the benefit of all. Alright. Okay. This includes the people of the beaten country as well. If this attitude is not understood and prevalent, then perhaps you are just barbarians. If so, you will eventually fail. Do not think that because you have won in combat, you are invisible. Don't think that way. Alright, don't be overconfident. The strength of your victory also depends on the weakness of your enemy, which you must have determined. After victory is attained, be prepared to govern the conquered. The people will do bidding once you have their trust, if they believe you have done for them as you have done for your own people. Alright guys, I do summarize. Okay, Sun Tzu, The Art of War, Preparation for Wars or Waging for War. Okay, Sun Tzu discuss the equipment, this summary, provisioning and support of an army sent into the battle, that are going to send to the battle. He emphasized the use of both speed and decisiveness, alright, to ensure victory. Speed and decisiveness. Okay, something cannot be achieved without solid preparation and organization ahead of time. In the interest of making full use of allocated resources, Sun Tzu strongly recommends that those adept in waging war do not require a second levy of conscript no more than one promotioning. The commentators weighed in this idea by providing example of past campaign that was successful because the general kept track of both physical strength and the state of mind his troop. Alright, they also provide example of generals who ignore or calculated factors such as hunger, thirst, attachment to accumulated loot, or outrage at an injustice that impact the ability of their troops to fight with decisive speed. The chapter concludes with some overall procedure to follow when capturing enemy troops and their equipment to maximize the preservation of resources and sustain a well-equipped enemy. Okay, I do the analysis. This chapter 2 read almost as if prepared by accountant, alright, in business, and rightly so. Preparation, war, waging war, very cost of money. In business, to set up company also need a lot of money, capital, yeah. A point made abundantly clear by Sun Tzu and his commenters. Okay, now when the army, your staff, example, march abroad, the treasury will be emptied at home. The goal is to organize a campaign so that a minimum of effort and resources are consumed while taking measures to see to it resources of the enemy can be used instead of wasted. If this can be accomplished, Sun Tzu indicates that a successful campaign becomes sustainable with one provisioning. Alright, that is fresh supply food for the men and horses, camp supplies, okay, weapon, armor, transport, on so forth. Get ready, well prepared, any kind of your planning. This planning should not require repeated levies of resources from the people back home. A move that we can support for the war. Alright, that's commentator. Okay, that's what we call commentator reach a common conclusion. A well-designed campaign requires no more than 2 shipments of supply. The first should supply everything the troop will need and onset, or the second make it back home. Okay, onset and back home. Over the duration of the campaign, the commanding officer must arrange for his troop to live off the resources of the army. The chain of command. Alright, 3 troops to 1 administrative officer. The chain command must be direct and clear, with the commanding general responsible for the entire army. The commanding officer must be responsible for the entire of the army, meaning the managers, the vice president of the company must be responsible for the rest of your subordinate. Clear? Preparation? Okay guys, until here, see you chapter 3. Okay, chapter 3 will be the nature of attack, the purpose of your marketing plan. Alright guys, don't forget, try to get stuck into your head for whatever my words that I pronounce it out. Alright? Share with people. Subscribe the channel. Subscribe because we have another 10 more chapter to go. After that, believe me, you become a different personality in the business management. Okay guys? Thank you very much. I love you all. Okay, bye. findiDARC.